Welcome to the HMG Executive Leadership Spotlight. Here's our host, Hunter Muller.
Hello and welcome to the HMG Global Leadership Institute Spotlight Recognition Program. I'm here with Jim Panos, CIO, Central National Gottesman. Jim, hey, great to have you here for our 2023 program as a Global CIO nominee recipient.
Thank you so much, Hunter, and thank you for the nomination and for the recognition. I do appreciate it. It's great talking to you again. Just about things that are going on around the technology industry and business in our post-pandemic years.
A little bit about your company.
Sure. Central National Gottesman. We are a family-held company. We've been around for about 150 years or so. And we're traders in the paper and pulp industry primarily, but also in packaging goods, wood, metals, and a variety of other commodities. We're a global business. So needless to say, it's been an interesting 3 years over the last since 2019.
We go back over a decade, and people probably don't know this. You had 19 years at Accenture, over 12 years in your current role, and your C-suite that really rely on you to look at new businesses and in the M&A activity, and then obviously integrating new opportunities, new companies.
Yeah, I think and I think this is kind of what's gone on in the CIO with the CIO role. Is when I interviewed with this company, I interviewed with what was then the executive team, which was really only 4 people, 2 of them family members. That has expanded considerably since 2010. And one of the things that my peers on the executive team and our CEO are looking to me for is it's not just about the technology, not just about what the next technology project is or keeping the lights on. It's also just understanding how we integrate other businesses into our operations, into our sales, and what makes sense for us in growing as a company. Now, I'm not the commercial expert, right? That's on our sales teams, that's on our marketing teams, but I certainly have a good sense for how everything works behind the scenes and where we've got some synergies between our groups. And it's fun to have those discussions. And those are good discussions that I get to have with my peers on a regular basis.
When you think about it, it's such a dynamic time. We're going through this global geopolitical, economic meltdown or melt up, whatever you want to call it. But leading in a global company is different, right? What are the nuances that you're picking up on right now, particularly in commodities, right, with incredible volatility?
Right. I mean, there's really 2 things that are going on in commodities right now. Number one, and I can tell you a little bit about paper in particular, since that's a good portion of our business. Number one, there's just a huge amount of volatility in both the raw material prices and also there's
Jim, you're an amazing leader with a great, incredible background from Accenture. How would you characterize your leadership style in this very difficult time?
I think it is a very difficult time, so I want to make sure I acknowledge that with you. One of the things that we have to do as leaders in this time is there's a lot of tendency when times get tough, and I've seen it happen to other people, for people to kind of focus on their area and make sure that what they're doing is working well. Yes, you have to do with that, but you also have to think of new ways to collaborate and try to understand for the person that you're working with, whether it's a customer, whether it's a supplier, whether it's my peer on the C-suite, or whether it's our CEO, what is the problem that they're trying to resolve? Get into their shoes, or what's the opportunity they're trying to take advantage of on the positive side, and understand, okay, what do I have capability for? What do I have under my control that I can use to help them achieve that objective? But you have to get a little bit selfless in that, right? And it's not completely selfless, but it's a little bit selfless to say, look, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for the better good, whether it's the good of my company, whether it's the good of my customer and our relationship. How do I maximize what I can do for them? And to use a phrase, pay it forward a little bit, because I know that relationship is going to come back and be beneficial to both of us.
Great advice. When you think about these unusual times, the word unprecedented comes up way too much and oversimplifies it. It's a series of rolling crises. What do you do differently to help to keep sharp, focused on really what matters on a global level, ensuring those C-suite relationships and line of business relationships are solid and intact?
I think there's a number of things. Number one, it's just keeping myself informed, right? Keeping myself informed on what's going on in the news, what's going on in our business, what's going on, quite frankly, with my peers, and understanding kind of the dynamics around our business, as well as, quite frankly, being part of the industry. And for me, it's mostly the technology industry, given my role in our organization, but understanding what's new out there and what are some of the new capabilities coming out. Hunter, I've been involved with the Society of Information Management since 2007. And one of the great advantages to being part of that and other industry organizations is to, and then quite frankly, our relationship with HMG is to understand what are the trends and where are the places we need to be. Not where do I need to be tomorrow, but where do I need to be 3 years from now, 5 years from now? What are the things that I need to be aware of so I can lead my team and help lead my company in the right direction?
I love it. It's not only seeing around the corner, it's seeing the future, embracing it, and then going to the business with really value-added solutions, right?
Absolutely. I mean, think about what happened in March of 2020, right? Everything got turned on its head, right? I remember the week of March 1st, the week of March 8th, right? As we started going into this crisis. We were fortunate enough to be positioned both from a technology perspective that we can move almost immediately to remote work. And we did it by the end of March. And I know a lot of other companies have that success story too, so it's not necessarily unique, but we were there. The other piece of it was that we also were able to, as a company, look for other opportunities. Do you know what we sold during the crisis? We sold PPE because we had the distribution network and we could get it out there to our customers. And that was something people absolutely needed. So we moved into it. We moved into that business and we did it. And that was, that wasn't my doing. That was the doing of one of my colleagues, but it saved us. It's that kind of flexibility and working together as an executive team that really helped us get through this.
Jim, hey, what does this recognition mean to you and your team, being recognized as a 2023 nominee for the HMG Global Leadership Institute Recognition Program? What does it mean for you?
I think first of all, it's a recognition of my team, right? No person does, makes these kinds of contributions on their own. You need a great team behind you, and I certainly have that. We've certainly been able to build that. When I say we, I mean my executive team and the leaders within my IT group. And I think that, while it's great to know what we've done and great to know that we've had some successes, and we do know that and we celebrate that, it's also nice to be publicly recognized for it. So Hunter, I'm thankful for this, partially for myself, because I do like this, but more so for my team, in that now they can see, look, people see what they've done and people see what we've done at Central National Gottesman, and their contributions, their hard work, their ingenuity has really paid off.
Jim, great stuff. Again, thank you so much. We look forward to recognizing you in person in the fall at the summit. Please post the video when we get it to you, the asset, on your LinkedIn, as well as you'll be a part of a press release. Perhaps your own company would put a press release out on your newswire. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take care.
For more information, please visit hmgstrategy.com and keep up to date by following us on our social media platforms. Thank you.